to see you. Alright. Let's see. Scuff stream. Oh, gaming audio output is matching what I'm speaking, but I think that should be a little better balanced. How we doing? Good to see you, Jay. Welcome on in. We have got Jay in gremlin mode posture. I completely relate to that. I would say, let's see, you can judge me. So I'm gonna turn. I don't know, is this, I would say it's not the best. I would say I'm just chilling. I'm not in gremlin mode entirely, but I am absolutely not perfectly posture straight. Like if I were like this, I feel like that would be perfect posture, and I'm kind of slouched a bit, so I don't think I can say perfect, but I'm also not in gremlin mode either, so I would say I'm chilling. How we doing? What's up? I think there is a bit of an issue with my connection or something, because I have seen chat in chat, but it's not popping up here for some reason, and that is perplexing. Do we even have chat? We do have chat. Okay. That's fine. I wonder why chat is not popping up. That's interesting. But yes, hello, welcome to the stream. Let's start with a little bit of prayer. God, thank you for today. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for everyone who's going to come through. Please give them just such a great evening and let them experience your joy and your hope for this week. Amen. Alrighty, so today's stream, we're gonna obviously rate some video editors, but we're also going to have some fun creating thumbnails. We're going to have some fun creating an animated music video for the Owl House again, and then we'll just see what happens after that. Jay says I started playing Minecraft again this week. Heck yeah, how was that? So happy for you. I love Minecraft. I hope it was a positive experience for you. Are you doing like Bedrock or Java? Is it Minecraft Lite? What kind of Minecraft is it? Legend is here. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, we've got somebody sprawled dramatically. I'm guessing that was a Legend input in that poll. I love that. We got me just chilling, we got Jay in gremlin mode, and we got Legend just sprawled dramatically. We're finishing a movie with the folks. Heck yeah. I hope you enjoy the movie. Take your time. We'll be here when you finish, of course. Jace is pretty fun. Heck yeah. Legend watched Mario Galaxy. Ooh, I didn't realize that was out. Hold up. I need to research this. Ooh, when did that come out? You know, if I left right now, I could see it twice. Low-key want to do that. Low-key want to do that. But there's probably a lot of people, and it's probably really loud, so I suppose I'll stay with you guys for tonight. Maybe I'll invite some friends over and make an afternoon of it. Excuse you? What are you doing? I have mood lighting over here. It's a vibe. I had it in my old room, and I finally set it up in this room. And the bed is still here. So I feel like that's just gonna become a fixture of a meme in my setting for a while. We have a plan for it, but it's still here. Jay is on Bedrock Edition on his phone. Heck yeah. That's cool. I know Legend also plays Bedrock, so you guys are buddies in that way. I am very much a Java player. Okay, you are misbehaving. So what we're gonna do is unplug you and plug you in over here and see if that's a little better. And if not, we'll just not have the mood lighting. That's fine. I'm definitely a Java player, and I don't know that I have ever tried Bedrock, and if I did, if I would survive it, because it's just like slightly different. I feel like I would have a bit of like uncanny valley with it. Jay says, I haven't played in 5 years. Oh my gosh. But my friends set up a server and they're helping me get used to the game again. That's so sweet. I love that for you. Ah, that's great. Heck yeah. Well, I want to get started with a bit of the ranking different video editors. So let's switch to that screen. And chat, where'd you go? All right, you guys are gonna go underneath my face, okay? You're gonna be short and stout. You're gonna go underneath my face to the left, all right? All right, and we have a bunch of different movie editors here. Let's save it. Oh wait, hold up. Can we? Oh, we can. Okay. Okay, so I am prepared to do this. Jay said I didn't have enough money for Java Edition. Oh, is it a big discrepancy? I didn't realize. Hold up. Bedrock versus Java price. Oh, on PC they're both sold as a single bundle package, but you can only purchase Bedrock for consoles and mobile devices from $6.99 to $29.99. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Alrighty, my friends. Today we have a collection of different movie and video editing softwares, and we are going to once and for all decide which is better, which is worse, and which one I think is the most valuable thing. I'm limiting it to the free ones. So like Premiere Pro doesn't count because it's a pro, it's a subscription based one, so that one doesn't count. Video Editor app is kind of vague, so I'm not sure what that one refers to. Justin says hi too, by the way. Hey Justin, good to see you. Some of these are not free video editors. I adjusted somebody else's existing video editor's tier list maker. But we're gonna review the best free tier lists. We're gonna tier list the tier list. that would be a video. I think somebody's already done that. But for this one, we're gonna review the best video editors and determine once and for all which is the best and which is the worst. Jay says, I'm almost done with my video I was making to test kden Live. Heck yeah! Nice. Alright, well first up, we have Final Cut Pro, which was not gonna count, because it is a paid service, so that's going in the back. Next up, we have Windows Movie Maker. This is my childhood, and immediately I want to, for nostalgia reasons, put it in S tier, because nostalgia, baby. However, looking back on it, it was really simplistic, and I really didn't get to do a lot of it. It really is very simple and basic. So the value that Windows Movie Maker has is it was really accessible because it's so simple. You can literally have it on the crappiest computer that you share with your entire family, and you can make basic videos. You can learn how to do basic cuts and timing, and you can learn how to fade things out, add basic transitions. It's really great if you want to learn the basics of something, but it's not really going to help you be good at video editing if you want to grow past that. So despite my nostalgia saying that Windows Movie Maker is the best, and remembering that it was actually quite laggy, I'm gonna have to put it in B tier. It's not that great, to be honest. It's amazing for where I was in life, but as a video editor, I'm gonna say it's a B tier. Alright, next up, I think this is another, so this is Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm gonna put this back here and actually go find the unpaid version, which is over here. This is Adobe Express, and this is a you can get it on the web, or you can download it as a software, but it's the free version. And I actually tried it out and I kind of liked it. So I can't show you guys because I have it through my school account, so it has my full name, but it had a pretty, I actually took notes on this. Let me find my notes real quick. Haha. Right, so Adobe Express, it had a great user interface. Everything was logically labeled on the sides. I really liked how you could leave comments so that you can collaborate on projects and like get different people's feedback and not drag them into the room where you're editing with you, which means you can collaborate with other content creators across the world, which is amazing and exactly what you want in today's day and age and use of video editors. They had an auto-generated captions feature, convenient templates. So Adobe Express is really top-tier stuff, and it had great user interface, so it's really beginner-friendly. I did notice that it has AI features built into it that you can't really opt out of, and I could not figure out how to adjust the first video file's audio, so it is not S tier, but I will say it's A tier, because I think given enough time, I could figure out a nice rhythm with it, and I think it's really great for the majority of people, and it has great potential for if you want to keep on going past that. And that's just the free version. Once you get into the pro version, I'm sure that it gets even better. But again, that's a pro, and we're not reviewing the pro paid versions. Jay, you will notice, potentially, that I included kden Live in this list, and I am only slightly terrified to hear your response to my judgment on it, because I did actually download it and try to make an edit with it. And I was hoping I'd be able to attempt an edit of some sort in kden Live after we sort these, so that I can prove my opinions on some of these. But in the meantime, let's go to the next one, which is iMovie, and that's just instantly F tier. I don't feel like I have to explain that because it's just an Apple product, and I hate Apple products. They seem really lame, and yeah, so that's why iMovie is in F tier. Honestly, it's because I don't have actual experience or access to it, and That's why it's F tier in my opinion. But hey, if you disagree, feel free to make your own tier list and argue with me. All right, this next one is Movavi. So there's actually 2 versions of Movavi, unfortunately. I could not figure out which was the more recent, so we're gonna use both of them. However, I have problems with Movavi. Spoiler alert, it's an F tier, okay? And here's why. Okay, first off, I don't know if you're familiar with Movavi, but it brands itself like this fix-all, end-all movie and video editor. It's like, this is the best thing ever. And Movavi is absolutely just my worst nightmare ever. I hate it with a passion. Things that I do not hate with a passion are you guys in chat. Mr. Conductor Bro, hello. Hashtag friends. Hashtag friends indeed. Legend says, same with apples. You get me. You get me. Only apples we like are the apples we eat. Justin. Heck yeah. Add that to the quote. Add that to the quote. Jay says, oh yeah, kden Live is a bit weird in the UI design department. Okay. Okay. So you're at least aware. Ooh, we've got perfect posture, I'm guessing, from Mr. Conductor Bro? Dang. Good on you, bro. Jay says a lot of free and open source apps are like that. It's a huge thing with the community. Yeah. I'm wondering why chat is all the way over here. I put you guys over here. I put you guys over here, and then you guys hopped all over to Connecticut or something. I don't know. What's wrong with you guys? Do you not want to be with me? Anyways, so Movavi, it's really, really it's got a crazy inflated sense of self-worth that is absolutely baseless. It has no value to me whatsoever. It gives heavy, heavy scam vibes. And then it also requires a download after being like, oh yeah, this is the only video editor you'll need. It's super accessible. You know, you don't need anything except for all of this, you know, room on your PC and all of this. And I don't know. I don't even want to go back to the website to give it a view or attention beyond what I'm doing here because it's just so icky. So, stay away from Movavi. I hate it. I have not tried it because it gave off such heavy scam vibes. Jay says the first 5 seconds after getting kden Live, I had to open the documentation. Oh no. Yeah. It's something. We will rest of chat, if you're unfamiliar with kden Live, you'll see exactly why after we finish this tier list. But next up we have Blender. Blender is iconic to me because Blender, I watch Drawfee, or I used to. It used to be a huge part of my life. Not so much anymore, but I used to watch a lot of Drawfee, and for one episode, it's like a weekly four artists get together and they draw stupid things, and it's fun. It's like a running sitcom vibe. They're really fun. They play on each other's dynamics. There's a lot of comedic bits in there. Like, I love it. Drawfee is great. And for one bit, it was just some random video. I remember Julia, one of the people on there, got Blender and learned how to use Blender to do just some random challenge. And it wasn't like she couldn't do the art herself. If I remember correctly, she actually did other art on top of Blender. She just used Blender to model it or something. I don't know, but I just, in my head, in the world of Echolalia, I just have, Julia, is this Blender? From Karina, I think. And that's all I have in my mind when I try to access the Blender file. Also, can it blend? That was a whole part of my childhood. But I have no experience with Blender. I opened it briefly when I was going into graphic design in college last year, and I went, nope, and I noped out of there. So I'm gonna have to give it a C because it's really great, but the learning curve is absolutely shocking, and it's really hard even with tutorials. So the only reason I'm not putting it in an F tier is because it doesn't deserve to be called the same thing as Apple products and Movavi. It's a good thing. It's just really inaccessible for a lot of people, and it's expensive. Jay says I can help you with Kden Live, though, if you need it. Thank you, I appreciate that. You might be able to help me later in the stream when I show you just how competent I am with it right now. Woo, we'll find out. The next one we are reviewing is Hit Film. It's for Macs only, so you know where it's going immediately. That's right, the F tier. We then get to review Lightworks. I know nothing about Lightworks, so we're gonna put it with Blender. Actually, let me do some research on Lightworks. I'm gonna just do this. Unlock your video editing potential with Lightworks. From our beginner-friendly video editor to the Hollywood-level Pro Edition, our tools and plans grow with your editing skills. So you can start editing for free. Okay. You can do free. So far, I'm not getting, like, scam vibes. It's not an online editor, so I'm hesitant to, you know, download it, especially on stream. But, I'm really disappointed that the free version only has 720p HD export, whereas a lot of others have, like, 1080p. I feel like that's... 1080p is, like, the most basic nowadays. And this is only 720, which looks really lower quality now. I don't know what the... Sure, automatic saving is cool, but I feel like majority of products have that anyways. It's not like a key feature that's competitive. Timeline editing is kind of standard. Advanced transitions you can buy pretty easily. Simple VFX. The free version isn't really cool, you know? Look at the features. I don't know. I do value that it can handle any size, frame rate, and quality of footage. That's appreciative. It will force you into the 720 pixel stuff, though. We do love a background render and export. This is a bunch of words to just say it's a standard timeline editor. And same thing here. It's just the way that they do it because it's a software that you download. I don't know. It's got some improved UI, supposedly. I'd be interested to see what it looks like when you're editing. Like, do they have any examples of what it looks like? Because I don't think so. I do appreciate that you can edit for free. That's true. And they have standard stuff. I can appreciate that. And it seems to allow you to explore a lot of features. So that's cool. So I suppose Lightworks, I'll put it in the B tier simply because I would put it in the A tier if I've tried it, but I simply have not. So it's going in the B tier for that reason. Jay says Blender is another example of a free and open source software having weird user interface design. Absolutely, yeah. I think because they don't have the money to pay for people to review it and adjust it and perfect it, they kind of just make it for themselves. And so it doesn't really get like a universal design vibe. It's a very specific, oh, this one person has a very specific way of doing things and made it designed for it to work. I don't know. User interface is very important for me as a teacher because I've tried to teach video editing a couple of times to various people, and that's like the biggest thing. So like DaVinci Resolve, for example, I'm putting in S tier because number one, I'm biased, but I'm biased for a reason. I love DaVinci Resolve. I'm gonna walk you guys through DaVinci Resolve actually right now. Let me just adjust this screen a bit so it is bigger. Just gotta adjust things. All right. Oh, that's why. Fascinating. I moved the camera, not chat. That's why I couldn't see you guys. My bad. I thought you guys just didn't love me. You do love me! Yay! Legend says, I remember Blender was good for free animation for me anyways. Ooh, that's good information. We love Blender for that. If I hear enough good things about Blender, I might bring it up to a B. But for now, it's staying in the C, just because it was so hard to learn. Because, again, user interface is what matters the most to me. So, you open up DaVinci Resolve, and I have a lot of projects going. We have my tutoring stuff. I was teaching people how to edit videos, and I decided to do a progression of hair dye to show them how light affects different shots and stuff. And then we have editing tutorials. I did it on 3 separate ones so that I could do 3 separate things. I was a little excessive. And then I have playlists to record music and background audio. We have shows. This is where I basically screen record hours of footage and then I break it up into the files that are like neatly labeled by episode and season that you saw last time I did a movie animated AMV edit. We have reacting to series, which is on pause because I keep on getting struck down by the mouse's copyright. We have tutoring channel, which is under my legal name, which is still to be publicly shared on purpose. Coming up. We've got old vids for another channel I have. We have different videos that I want to do for this channel. Another channel in the midst of making things. This is where I edited the AMV for last chapter, and thumbnails is just where I put random impulsive projects that don't really have a place. So you can literally choose and organize your stuff, and it's just right here, and they all have like folders and files and stuff. You just have to click on Untitled Project and either open or just do New Project. You title it Test, for example. You hit Create. It pops up on the main screen. And then you're brought here. This is a little overwhelming for a lot of people, but if you have somebody to teach you the ropes, it's doable, and there's so many resources out there. It says no clips in media pool, add clips from media storage to get started. You go, where is media storage? Well, there's a bunch of things down here. Oh, hey, this says media. Let me click on this. Oh, hey, I can look at all of my things. Let's go to, videos. Let's go to, puppy loop. Okay. Double clicking didn't work. Add clips from media storage to get started. Maybe I need to drag it. Change project frame rate? I don't know. Guys, by the way, it doesn't matter if you change it or not. It's fine. So then you're like, okay, I added this. What do I do next? You can cut. You can edit. Oh, I want to edit. Let's go to edit. Huh. So I have a timeline, I have a visual, I have an inspector. I don't know what I'm gonna inspect, but I'm sure I'll figure it out later. I have all these transitions to choose from. I don't know what these crossfades are, but you know, I want to do video. So let me look at this. Oh, this makes sense. So, pretty standard. You drag the stuff onto the timeline. That's universal across all of them. You zoom in. That's universal. Here is the puppy loop. It's got no audio, but that's okay. Okay, we have all of these tools. This is a toolbar. That's pretty standard. It's a lot, and you learn a lot, and you have to memorize a lot, especially if you want to get good at using the keyboard, because you can press this button manually, or you can just press on the keyboard like A and it'll switch over here, or B and it'll switch back to the blade. This sort of thing, it's a lot, but it's, once you learn it, you're good. So I'm a bit favoritist. I'm a bit biased towards DaVinci, but once you learn it, you're set for life, and the free version has everything you could ever possibly need. Literally, if you go pro, you really only need the pro stuff once you have enough to, like, create a company around it. Like, pro means you include other people whom you are probably paying, so therefore you're making money off of this, you know? Legend says, we do love you. Yes. Thank you. Blender is very complex. I agree. Thank you for the validation. Thank you. Conductor Bro says, does CapCut computer app or video now count for the list? CapCut does count as both the desktop app and the online and the phone thing. They're all variations of the same software. Mari, hello! Welcome to the stream. We're chatting about different video editors. And I was just gushing about DaVinci because I love DaVinci and I'm about to bash on the others. Okay. Next up we have Canva. And don't get me wrong, I love Canva. I use Canva for literally everything. You want me to do my homework for school? Great. I'll find a way to do the presentation in Canva. You want me to give you a tutoring session about how to use DaVinci? No problem. I'll use Canva to show you how to do it. You want me to create emotes for you, thumbnails. You want me to do, literally, I create calendars. I do so much on Canva. I even organize my life and planners on Canva. I freaking love Canva. However, as a video editor, it is not the best. I'm gonna say it's it's better than Windows Movie Maker. So I'm gonna say it's I'm split between an A and a B because I'm gonna say A because it's about the same level as Adobe Premiere Pro, but it's just slightly less. And I think typically the closer to the letter it is, the higher it is, the closer it is to the next letter, right? So Canva is not as great as Adobe Express, but it's still decent, right? And it's free. But only the free version, I would say it's as good as Windows Movie Maker. I have the pro version because I took advantage of a discount like 3-4 years ago, and we've been keeping that ever since, where we only have to pay $20 per year for a pro account, which is amazing. You can see I literally use it for everything to the point where I have a different account. You look at this. This is my homework for school. I created an Italian posing cat in Photoshop. I just needed Photoshop, but I used Canva for it. We have tier lists. I used it to create this tier list. It didn't have all of the ones I wanted, so I used this. Actually, we can delete this. I'm just gonna move it to trash. Justin says, I see me. Yeah. You see you, and I'm not gonna spoil what we have in there because that's not mine to share. That's also why I have the thumbnails, so I don't dox anything. You want to see the quote tournament? Us weirdos have to stick together. Shouldn't everyone want to be gay? This is in Canva. It's amazing, but the video opportunities, not the best for what I enjoy, right? So if you want to create, say, YouTube Shorts, it's really cool. You can do templates. You, unfortunately, cannot opt out of the AI, and it's everywhere. It doesn't have the most up-to-date templates, but we'll say popular morning routine, or, yeah, morning routine, because that's kind of standardized. Canva is also not really great for nerds because it doesn't have a lot of the nerdy edits in there. But, let me just show you guys this example. So, you have the timeline, right? And you have all of these layers. That's great. However, it gets really complex to do really basic edits, because this is really just designed. I feel like it's really loud, but I don't know how to turn that down. That's also a feature. The audio adjustments on these are really difficult to manage. But yeah. That was 10 seconds of the lamest intro I've ever seen. And there are so many layers. For what, though? For what? I could do so much more in literally any other one left in this list. So I'm really disappointed with Canva as a video editing thing. But if you want to, if you really want to, you could technically, but it's just not the best, okay? Just as getting most of the original crew here. It's great to see all you guys. Jay says, hello, Mari. Justice says, Canva has been great. Jay says, oh, Lily, also I should tell you that I only really know how to make lyric videos with Kden Live, but I have also played around with it a bit. Nice. This music is sounding like it's really intense. Hopefully I am projecting just a little bit enough, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, Canva, not the best for video editing, even though I say it's amazing for literally every single frickin' thing else. Lightworks, we already talked about. I'd be interested to try Lightworks off of stream just to double check that it's okay. Because I don't like to share things on stream that I haven't vetted first and had some time to think about. Maybe if somebody tipped me like $50 to try it, I would, but for now. Ah, well. Alright. Well, let's see the templates real quick. Do we have any? We have AI, Obvi. What doesn't have that? Yeah, if you look at it, it's a bunch of really simple stuff. It's mostly just like Instagram stories and reel vibes. Like, it's potential, but it's... I would consider these things to be just like one frame of a scene, not a whole scene. And that's really disappointing to me, because this is... There's so much potential, but it's mainly just a static app. Okay, we have gotten to the ever-awaited Kden Live. And I have to put it with Blender. I have to put it with Blender because even though I have tried it, I don't like it. I really, really tried my best to like it, but I just could not bring myself to like it. And I'm gonna do my best to create a video in Kden Live and explain. And we are going to give it the best opportunity that we can. We're gonna see if we can bring it up to the B tier, maybe an A tier with Jay's help and any of you guys' feedback. Please, I want to love Kden Live because, like Jay said, Kden Live deserves to have its hype because, like DaVinci Resolve, it has a lot of features for a lot of great editing potential. It is much less taxing on the computer, supposedly. It definitely hits the data more than it hits the RAM, which is potentially helpful if you don't have a lot of RAM processing power. But again, the user interface is what really makes or breaks it for me, and it just absolutely ruined it for me. Just as I only use it because DaVinci Resolve is too much for my computer. Yeah. I love that it works for you when DaVinci Resolve doesn't. That is about the one thing I hate about DaVinci, is that it's not accessible to older computers or people with limited storage and processing capacities. I wish I could buy enough RAM and data for all of you guys to enjoy DaVinci with me. Actually, I've been daydreaming about having my own corporation building because I've been talking about business stuff again. We've been talking about, like, okay, God gave you these dreams as a kid, and how have they flourished and changed and evolved? And I was like, well, I wanted to have this. I wanted to have a cafe where kids could come and just feel safe and do their homework and have built-in tutors and get snacks and order snacks all day long and just feel safe, warm, and happy and get support that they need. And now I just want to be a YouTuber. But looking at that, I realize my business, I want to do that cafe idea, but in like a corporate way, so that we can hire people to give them jobs if they're an adult and make it a safe place for kids, so that people with kids can be there and feel safe. I want to create safe spaces, whether it's on the internet or in real life. And I would love to have just like a computer lab in this corporation building, where people can just come in like at the library, but it's got like Premiere Pro, or it's got Adobe. Wait, that is Premiere Pro. Sorry. It's got DaVinci Resolve. It's got different things, and it's like a mix between my college, university computer lab, and a library, and a cafe, and a Barnes & Noble. I want it all to be in one just lovely spot. And I don't know if I'll ever get there, but one of the ways I can do that is by working hard right now. And so I had a point to that. Right, so all that to say, I want Kden Live to work because it makes things slightly more accessible than DaVinci, but it does suck that the user interface is so difficult. Just, this is perfect time to see this. Want to download Kden Live. With current RAM prices, that's fair. Jay says it's also integrated with the other free and open source Linux apps I'm switching to. Heck yeah. Justin says, still want to work at this hypothetical fiction of company of lilies. Yeah, a lot of people want to work at this place that has 93k paid per year and endless infinite benefits that like are competitive and discretionary matching. Like I don't understand why people want to work here, but you know. All right. I was looking up Kden Live and then I forgot how to spell things, so I went on a rant. That's typical of a Lily stream. It's either Scuff streams are the best streams, or I totally forget what's going on and we just completely veer right. Alright, so I just opened Kden Live, and you can move it around, which I appreciate. I wonder if you can make it even bigger. I can't, not really. Okay, so you open it up, and you can see that I've already tried to do something. We have Open Project, which is really nice. Let me close DaVinci so that we're not hammering the task manager. We can open a project or create a new project. Ooh, cannot find your MLT profiles. Please give the path. I'm just gonna assume that's fine. I don't... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We're figuring this up. This up? Okay. We're gonna put it in Seagate Portable Drive. We're gonna put it in Downloads for more space. Kden Live Editor. Select folder. Okay. Cancel. Kden Live just disappeared entirely. Okay. Take two. Kden Live. That's fine. Let's do 1080p. What the heck is going on? Heck yeah, Mr. Conductor Bro. Ooh, Mr. Conductor Bro says, I forgot to mention that I just watched The Owl House with my friend this morning. Heck yeah, that's so cool. I'm so happy you got to watch The Owl House with your friend. How did it go? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you have a good time? MLT, maybe. Okay. It disappeared again. The default profile of kden Live is not set or invalid. Press OK to set it to the correct value. Okay. Okay. Ooh, did we do it? Jay says, I don't know what's going on. Me neither, buddy. I'm glad we're on the same page. That's curious. I'm sure that's fine. If all else fails, I'll just open the old project. Because I do want to give this the best shot that I can, and I don't want to give up just because I didn't figure it out myself. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're patient. We're a patient crew, we are. Ah! kden Live is a non-profit company that makes really good software. Their main thing they're known for is KDE Plasma, a very cool desktop environment for Linux that is very similar to Windows. Yeah, that's cool. We try again. We try again. kden Live crashed on the last start. Reset config and restart. Let's just open this one. We can't find MLT profiles, so I'm gonna Google this real quick. MLT profiles. Profiles define... Okay. This isn't even KDE. Sorry? No worries. No worries. It's content no matter how I look at it. And the bonus is I'm going to upload this onto a separate channel as its own independent video. Just rating video editors and talking about this stuff. I'm going to edit it into its own little video, and I'm going to turn this moment of confusion into an opportunity for people to engage with the video and tell me what to do and create it into maybe a series where I learn and you guys can learn with me maybe. So really, it's okay. It's no problem. In fact, this is an opportunity, not an actual problem for me. So thank you. All right, MLT KDE. All right, kden Live /development. It's rather easy to build, and this page should show you the simple steps to get there. kden Live uses MLT C++ API called MLT++. This API is not documented as it is simply a wrapper to C functions. Okay. For example, the documentation of MLT : consumer : position open parentheses end parentheses can be found in framework /MLT _consumer.c : MLT _consumer position open parentheses close parentheses. The actual C function name is usually a combination of the class name and the function name, but can also be found by consulting all of that crap. Okay. If it crashes on startup, like it has been, you have to ensure the RC file is found. Environment label 2. Let's do this. It's only on PC. Wonder if that makes you... We all know technology be weird. Amen. Hallelujah, Justin. Jay says this didn't happen to me when I was using it. It's only on PC. I imagine it's because you have a Linux and you have coding background. And you didn't try to move it from your original thing. Because Let's try this. Ah, it disappeared. What's going on? Let's do task manager, just out of curiosity. So you have 45% memory, 10 to 13% CPU. Most of it really is Google Chrome, surprisingly, because I'm live. Wow, Streamlabs Desktop is less than Google Chrome and kden Live and Spotify, which is fascinating to me. I'm curious why it says 35, because I do not have 35 tabs open. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Maybe 6 if you count another one that may or may not exist. We have all these Bitdefender things. We have all of these Creative Cloud. Why do I have the Creative Cloud still here? I uninstalled it. I need to take this to a really techie person. Oh my goodness. I'm just revealing all my secrets here. I'm not on Linux yet. Oh, okay. Chrome just loves to eat RAM. It does. It does. Okay. We're gonna exit out of task. I'm gonna see if... Okay, we're gonna open it again. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna open F:\downloads for more space, edits, editing.kdenlive. Okay. So I can find that. So we go down to Seagate. We go to downloads for more space. We go to edits. Select folder. I think that was it. I think I found it. Dang it. Okay, profile. I think I set it to 30. I don't have remove clips. Okay. Let's open the backup. Cancel? That's fine. We opened the editor. You just have to have really good memory and really clear organize. It crashed again. How many times? Somebody start a counter, please. How many times can I crash kden Live in one stream? Let's see. Okay, we got it. We're close. We're so close. It's in edits. You have to have really good memory where you put everything. That's fine. It's just calling me out on my organization. We gotta have 30 FPS. Okay. Abort. That's fine. Come on. Come on. Please? Please? Lord, will you please keep it there? The Lord said no. kden Live crashed out. Justin, you can't censor me. I cannot believe kden Live is doing this. Screw you! My laptop is a potato compared to yours and it runs just fine for me. This is sending me. Okay. I have a couple... Okay. So I have a laptop that I keep for school. I could feasibly try to run it on that, but it's all... Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get to try Kdenlive or bring it any higher. If it makes you feel any better, we're not bringing it any lower for this. I think it just stays with Blender because it's too far above my pay grade. Sigh. I'm sorry. No, don't be. This is such a good giggle for me. Where is it? Allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts out excellent. Especially at Kdenlive, unless your name is Jay. Oh, okay, so unfortunately Kdenlive is staying in the C zone, which brings us to, I believe, Filmora. Let me check my references. I didn't actually reference this. I'm pretty sure it's Filmora though. Hi, I'm streaming. Did you bring me food?
Did you just try the steamed baked veggies?
Yeah, let me turn this up so you can say hi and stream can hear you.
Hi, stream.
That's my mom.
Rochelle could share some steamed veg or baked veg with us.
Guys, we're switching over to just chatting so you can see the veg. Thank you.
Okay.
Do I get the whole bowl?
Yeah. Oh, I need the big skillet, so.
Thank you.
Do you need some meat? I'm gonna get some chicken.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Come.
Justin says hi.
Hi, Justin. Come on.
Gemma didn't want to leave. Thank you. I love you. Legend says hi. Oh my gosh. Hi. The vegetables are just like perfectly seasoned. They're so moist and they have the perfect amount of oil on it for like seasoning and getting the seasoning like on it. But it's not so soft that it's like melting. It's still like firm and crunchy, which I love it. That emote was frustration towards the computer, not you. Oh, I trusted. I trusted. I love how we have 50% of you guys in gremlin mode right now. 1/4 of you are perfect posture and 1/4 of you are just sprawled dramatically. I love the variety here. Mr. Conductor Bro says hello as well. Oh, so good. We've got mushrooms. We've got zucchini. We've got some fresh tomatoes. We've got carrots. We've got some broccoli. And I think this is fresh garlic that she chopped up as well. And then it looks like she seasoned it. Let's see. Definitely with salt, because we do a lot of salt in this family, because I need salt medically, and so does my mom now. Actually, not so much salt than I'm used to. I'm not sure what seasonings, but it's really good. I'm not gonna have any vampires come close to me. This is amazing. Sorry if you were here for the video editing tier list maker, but vegetables from my mom come first every time. it's 6:30. Time we usually have stream at. I wish I could share this with you guys. Alright. We're gonna head back to the tier list maker now that I've had a lovely snack. Oh my gosh. So good. Amazing. And now we've made it to Filmora. I actually tried Filmora for a hot minute while I was a teenager making vlogs in high school and college. And I remember not liking it. And it was really unpredictable. I think I only tried it for like 2 weeks, and I tried my best to give it like a good effort, like honest effort, you know. I wasn't sure if it was just me not understanding the user interface and if I just needed more practice to get into a good swing of things. I wasn't sure if it was just like the type of video I was making, but it just didn't work out. One, because the advertisements were really not helpful. Two, I remember it being really laggy. And three, it was just really unpredictable and inconsistent with the quality. So I'm going to give this F tier, even though I have access to it. It's really accessible. The user interface is, you know, okay. You know, it made enough sense. It just didn't churn out good quality stuff. And for me, that's F tier, even if you have decent skills. And I had okay skills at that point. I had basic understanding of how audio and video worked and how to cut to the beat of audio and transitioning between clips and narration and stuff like that. I had basic knowledge to make a decent video. And Filmora just was not it for me. It just wasn't. So that is F tier for me, which leads us to CapCut. Now, CapCut has an online and download version. You can download for the desktop. I don't want to because I don't really use it that often, but it does have value if you want to work with larger files or work offline. It's helpful to get the desktop app if you want to work with that. It has a lot of really great features. You can edit the video to a timeline. I don't actually know what the video studio or design studios are. I think anytime you see studio, it actually just means like AI. So that's unfortunate that you can't opt out because create with AI. Yeah, all of these are studios. But you know, they might have like an ethical way of training their AIs. They might have an ethical way. I haven't really looked into that much. I would say most of this crap is AI though, unfortunately. I do like that they have text-to-speech, generative captions, and you can remove the background. Those are all things that I value when I create short-form content. Let's create a new video. Let's do a 9:16. And you can see this is how I made my Owl House notebook thing. And then let's upload a file. Let's go to content creation. Let's go to films and shows. Let's go to the Owl House. And I know a lot of us really love knocking on Hootie's door, so let's upload that one. The upload speed is really dependent on where you live and what the upload speed is where you live. This is a full 20-minute episode, and I have pretty decent uploads stuff so that I can upload YouTube videos and live stream and, you know, do school and whatnot really accessibly. And it's taking some amount of time. I can't just add it, but you can add 42 minutes of something and have it just there. And try again. Hello. Refresh. We're gonna reload. Hello. Does this count? Yeah, so you do get to keep it. It does take a minute to keep it, but, to, like, upload it, because this is still loading. But I can upload it, I can resize it pretty easily. Let's see, if I do Alt... Okay, that doesn't work. You can crop it. Okay, cropping is pretty effective. Although there's not really a reason to at this point, but that's fine. If I control zoom on my mouse, that's fine. You can adjust it manually here. You can use the hand tool to move this around. That's cool. There's a lot of templates, and if I remember from when I tutored this, they have some helpful templates that are kind of nerdy and have a good variety. So let's try this one. Hello. That's cool. Okay. So if I want to split this clip, preview axis, you can zoom in on this. If I do zoom here, you can also do that. That's pretty intuitive. If I click on this, split, Control B, you have commands here. Okay. That's pretty good. No clip to split. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty good. You can move it around. You stay in that editing mode pretty effectively. You can layer things. You can... Ooh, can we make the audio... Can we split the audio? Separate the audio. Yep. Fantastic. So can I edit the audio? You can edit the audio of individual clips. This is amazing so far. It's really straightforward. You have the templates, you have the elements. The elements are really great. And this is free, by the way. All of this is free so far. You have really poor timing on the kazoo. I really should take that out at this point. It's got trending things. It's got a lot of really great stuff, and you can do auto captions or manually caption it. You can do brand kit, which I love in Canva. Something I love about Canva is... Where am I? Let's do... let's just do a new design. If I go to branding, I have the Bearded Legends branding, so I can help them. But then I also have stuff for this channel. So we have my color template for this channel and all of the text that I like to use in my videos, just really accessible. So I love that for CapCut. You can set that as a preset and just absolutely reference that at any point. You can throw in filters, which is something I notice a lot of editors are missing. CapCut is great, and you can access it on the phone as well as on the web, as well as on your computer. So even though I personally don't like using CapCut, I'm going to put it in front of DaVinci because the user interface is great. It has just as wide a variety of options to edit with. It's really simple and beginner friendly. You have a lot of templates to work from, which is really great. And you can really build up your skill from basic to more advanced really seamlessly with this. I'm really impressed with CapCut and I'm really happy with that. That's really cool. But the only thing I don't like is how there's so much AI in there. But I mean, at this point, you can't really escape from it. There is so much AI everywhere because that's what's marketable right now. Justin says we need beginner-friendly, accessible tools that are free with a good user interface. So CapCut seems to favor mobile. Jay says CapCut would be good if they didn't make almost everything paid while still claiming to be completely free. Ooh, interesting. You want to explain that? I'm going to assume... Do they put a watermark? You can schedule it on your socials, which is amazing. Resolution. You can do 1080p, which is amazing. You can adjust your frame rate, your quality. You can do MP4 or MOV, which is great. I love that. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Let me delete the majority of this so that it's faster. There we go. Export. Download. Let's do test. Export. Okay. Closing the browser will not stop export. The video will be saved in your space. Let's see. I'm fascinated to hear what you're talking about with CapCut being mostly paid, even though they claim to make everything free. Because so far, it's consistently free with everything. The export rate is really good. Remember with Windows Movie Maker, I would have it ready and like downloading and wait for literally days. The computer would be on for over like 28 hours just to upload like a 5-minute video. Like, those were the days, y'all. Let's view it. Transcoding. Hey, we love trans people coding. Let's go! I'm gonna see. Yeah, okay. So I don't know about this. I'm just gonna exit out of that just in case. Because it's probably gonna be really loud. Let's find out. This is good so far. There's the audio. I made it purposely mismatched so I could see if it worked. Seems really cool so far. Justin says, AJ, you're coding according to CapCut. Hey! Yeah, according to CapCut, also, we would have a better experience if we did... Oh, you can invite people. Collaborator, admin, fascinating. So cool. You can invite 2 people to your space. Oh, there's the exit. I was just clicking everything because I couldn't see the X. Oh my gosh, that was awkward. Okay, let's see if we can't just do a 9:16 edit of watching or knocking on Hootie's door now that it's uploaded. All right, real quick. Interrupt. Let's separate the audio. Let's double click on the audio and bring it up.
Our ancestors arose from...
Yeah, I like that audio. I don't know how loud it was for you. Probably really loud now that I'm thinking about it, because I have my audio really low.
The muck of a decomposing time.
That's okay, though, I think. I think it's okay. Let's start a poll. Are we gonna do which character arc do we focus on? We're gonna look at Luce. We're gonna look at King. We're gonna look at Ida. We're gonna look at Hootie. Which one do we focus on? Let's see. If I shorten this. Okay, so I have to be careful.
You know that I am a genius! Whence I wrote you last, I was in the throes of a malaise. That's when I...
Yeah, it's backwards. It's not consistent. So... we need to link these somehow. Recover audio. Delete it. Yeah, okay. Conductor Bro says, I would like to focus on Luce. Aw. But the poll says Hootie. We'll focus on Luce in the next one. How about that? Focus on Hootie for this one because the poll said Hootie. But then, although we have 4 viewers now, so maybe the extra viewer can say Luce and we'll tie it and we'll do both at the same time. Who knows? I'm gonna give it another second while I adjust it. Because the video itself has some issues.
I hope this letter finds you.
Let me zoom in a little more. There we go.
Dearest Lulu.
Dearest Lulu. Alright, we still only have 4 viewers. So I'm going to end the poll because I think that's just going to be the most amount we can get. We are going to focus on Hootie for this one and Luce for the next one. That is alright though because we still have quite a few video editors to go through, and clipchamp I do have access to as well. So, we're gonna do Hootie.
Well, and that you're enjoying your time with your parents.
We're gonna do Control B. That's not it. That was Control N. Control B. And then let's go to...
But Hootie, you are the Owl House. Important while Luce, Ida, and King are off on adventures. But Hootie,
you are the Owl House. Let's do this. And then delete those ones in the middle. And then we'll do some sort of, like, positive music. I don't know. What do you mean, Justin? So it said something about transcoding things, and I made a silly joke about how, oh yeah, we support trans people coding. And so Justin was like, oh hey, Jay, you're coding apparently. Because you've been open about being trans in this community. Alright. We're gonna go... Obviously, it's not gonna be the best job because I like to split it up between, like, different episodes and whatnot, but we'll do our best. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to scrub through the timeline, and it's kind of difficult. Not gonna lie. Where did we go?
Learning more. It's in tricks to Gwen's diary. Whatever involved, no more.
Ah!
Mail.
What? Scrubbing through here is infuriating. So that brings it back down to below. Sorry. DaVinci wins. DaVinci still wins. I need to be able to scrub. I need to be able to scrub through the timeline, and it's not letting me. Alright. Is it just... Okay, so there's just a bunch of empty space at the end.
Yeah. Not it was Hootie something for a while. So
Dang, Hootie.
already. I'm sorry, you can say it. Okay. Amity Blight.
Jay's trying to talk to IRL friend. Oh, with your IRL friend. Totally fine. I love that you're hanging out with your friends. Go enjoy your time. Don't worry about keeping up with us. You are totally fine. Mr. Conductor Bro says, sounds good. Heck yeah. Jay enjoyed the joke. I lost track of it. It's so hard to...
I can become Harpy Ida now. She still drinks her elixir, but she's accepted the Owl Beast as part of her. It's progress!
I thought Amity's
It's progress!
hey.
Dang, Hootie. You really...
There we go.
Why is this still so scary?
I don't know. Dang.
Why does Amity sound like a 20-year smoker? Okay, right after. I just want to get Hootie and Ida. There we go.
Dearest,
That should be fine-ish.
You really are something.
King Ma-
You really are something.
Okay. We're gonna zoom in again. This is really difficult to manage. Not gonna lie. The actual user interface, not very useful. It's much better if you're using a bunch of smaller clips. It's almost more convenient to just press the buttons, because you have to do that to do majority of stuff anyways. But you could record audio for over. Full screen. No. Hide timeline. I don't know why you would want to do that. Maybe if you were showing somebody something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do. It's like trying to figure this out feels like I am losing so much creativity right now. And I think that's something that should be mentioned more often. I really do value the fact that it has so many templates to work from to get you used to the user interface. That gives it some pros. I do also appreciate that there are so many options. Like, it is still pretty great. Like, if I want to generate captions, generate. If you want to do editing by transcript, you can. I don't think you can do that while you're doing captions. I think you have to keep it on the caption screen. I don't know. It's not perfect. It's not the best if you want to do long form videos like I like to. It's not going to be great if you have... For example, if you have a really long video, but you want to just make 3 minutes of it, this isn't for you, but you can definitely do it. It's just not the best. But like,
Dearest Lulu, I hope this letter finds you well and that you're enjoying your time with your parents.
Dang, Hootie, you really are something.
it created this one. Let's just try to do, dang, Hootie, you really are something. ... And exclamation point. Dearest Lulu, I hope this letter finds you well. Justice's CapCut said transcoding. Lily made a joke about loving trans people coding. We know you are trans and enjoy coding. Jay says, ha 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 ha. What's funnier is trans people have a long history with computer science and tech things. Heck yeah. Alright. Let's throw an effect on here. Super large spot.
Dearest Lulu.
Hold up.
Dearest Lulu.
Okay, the fact that you add an effect and makes it really, really sucky. That's annoying. Oh, I see what Jay was talking about now. All of these things with the little purple gems in there, it's so tiny, so you can't even see it most of the time. But that means it's pro. So if I were to export this, I bet I can't. I bet I can't anymore. Yeah, because I have 2 pro benefits in use. So all of this is not actually. And that bumps it down to an A for lying to us. You have to have money. Now, out of all of the apps to spend money on, CapCut would be a good idea because it's on the cheaper or more affordable side. And you can do a lot with it for a good amount of time. But again, I do believe it's a subscription service and those tend to get more expensive the longer you have them. And if they're tricking you to pay so early on, can you really trust them enough to give them your money at all? I'm tempted to put them in A with Canva, but they do have a better interface for that. It's built for videos, where Canva is built for more like graphics and stuff. So I'm gonna keep it above Canva because they have about the same value. This is just more directed towards people making videos, but I'm still not happy. Alright, so there was CapCut. Now we're going to clipchamp. Justice says, I miss buying things instead of it all being subscriptions. Yeah, me too. Me too, buddy. Alright. I'm gonna sign in, but first just gotta make sure. Ah, yes. You try to sign in. You'll see down here, there's a blurry Amity, and then like a blurry that one meme, and then a blurry something else. It looks like a pink hat on Tenellanosa, maybe? I don't know. This is actually where I did my last Amity edit on this channel, where, if I can find it... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Content creation. Amity Angst. There we go.
But there are people out there who won't make you feel worthless. You just have to let yourself meet them.
I don't think you can hear that. Let me turn off Spotify real quick. And bring this back. Put the audio up. Hello? I pressed.
There are people
there we go.
out there who won't make you feel worthless. You just have to let yourself meet them.
So I made this using clipchamp like last year or something. You can see I got to do a lot of like subtle, quick edits there. But it is rather simple. It's really short, but it's simple.
But there are people out there.
That's not really angst. It's kind of comfort. I really sucked at the angst bit there. But yeah, now you have to have a personal Microsoft sign in, and that sucks because Microsoft sucks. I have my reasons for hating Microsoft. Basically, let me show you. Every time I open Minecraft, every single flippin' time I open Minecraft, and I have synced my accounts with Microsoft and Minecraft and everything. So you would hope that they would match, but they don't. Microsoft does not play well with anything, and if you want to play with anything, it just does not work. So, anything with Microsoft is basically as bad as Apple for its inaccessibility, but it's not as bad as Apple, so I'm going to put it along with Blender and Kdenlive. No, I'm not going to disrespect those two. It's as bad as Apple, right? It's just as bad as Apple. Okay. That is all of the free ones that I could find. This is, the ones left were just the, those were the paid ones. We have Premiere Pro, we have Final Cut Premiere, and we have this random video editor app. I guess, like, it's a freebie, like, if you were playing Bingo, it would be the center one, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, if I didn't have beef with Microsoft, this would probably be up there with clipchamp, or, CapCut, or Canva, probably in between the two. But I have beef with Microsoft, so it's in the F tier because it is basically useless now because of the way that they do things and the way that they don't want to make it user-friendly. Like I said at the beginning, user interface is the most valuable thing. Second of all is going to be your trustworthiness. Can you trust it to be consistent? And that's part of your user interface, your experience with it. And so DaVinci is the highest because it's a bit of a learning curve, but once you learn it, it is so consistent. I learned it in 2020, and in 6 years I have not had to change my style or change editors. I have been able to grow as an editor, become a tutor for video editing in both CapCut and clipchamp and Canva. And I've expanded from DaVinci to Adobe Express for my classes, all because I had DaVinci for free. And it allows me to do really simple cuts or really, like, what looks to be expensive cuts, but they really aren't because it's just really, really accessible. Let me bring the music back. So with that concludes our tier list for different video editing apps. Thank you for joining me on this little journey. That is not it for the stream, however. I did want to talk a little bit about content creation in general and stuff, but I did also want to just chat with you guys for a minute now that I've got some of you guys again. Justice says, it's 2026. Why does account syncing still suck? Mood. Jace says, also, Lily, it's okay if you didn't like Kdenlive if it opened. It did not open. Oh, you're saying even if it had opened and I didn't like it, it would be okay? I appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. I know. But I do appreciate that. And I respect that about your personality. That you're like, hey, just so you know, it would be okay. Like, that's such an admirable character trait. You go. All right. We've done a lot. I feel like we need to, like, shake it out or something. I've just been sitting and yapping. How are you guys? What are you guys up to? Do we have any fun summer plans? I wanted to go... What did I want to do? I wanted to go... The word coming to mind is rock climbing, but that's not what I intended to do. I do that once a month now. Biking. I wanted to go for a bike ride, and I just wasn't feeling up to it. I had a bit of a headache this afternoon, so I just chilled in here. I had some quiet time. I prayed, I prepped for stream, and I'm hanging out with you guys, and that's really cool. Jay says, the thing about switching to Linux, it's hard to learn new software, and no one wants to do that. You've been using DaVinci for like 5 years at this point. Yeah. Learning a new software is definitely the hardest thing. But that's also kind of what I wanted to do with this tier maker, is rate them based on their usability for beginners. DaVinci is not that accessible for beginners, but there are so many resources out there teaching you how to do it. Let me look it up, and let's do... Yeah, I think I can show that. Yeah. Alright, so... Oh, I'm not even doing that. I was like, oh, can I show this on stream? And then I showed it on the monitor that I had screen shared, and then I realized I'm not screen sharing right now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, but DaVinci tutorial. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but do CapCut tutorial. And then clipchamp tutorial. Oh, hold up. I didn't do that last one through YouTube. There we go. Clipchamp tutorial. Alright. Jay says, of course the kden Live UI looks terrifying. You've been using DaVinci for like 5 years at this point. I have, and that's a really good point. It's very unfamiliar, and yeah. kden Live tutorials exist. They do. Okay. I did look them up, and I did not find any useful ones for myself. But I will look it up and compare the tutorial references. Justin says, no stream for me tomorrow. Going to be super busy with IRL. This week is chaos. Ooh, good for you for being busy IRL, but also hoping that you're able to get some just chill time and relax and, you know, de-stress and manage and balance all of that. I know it can be challenging when you're so busy. Legend says, we're going to Holiday World next month, an amusement park, and July we're going on a float trip, floating in a river with friends. Heck yeah. Wear sunscreen. That's very important. I don't know if you girls, or you guys can hear the girls, but they're like howling. I imagine my mom left or something, or is out of their sight because they have a bit of separation anxiety. They got surgery, so they're not able to have babies anymore, and so we've been babying them, and they have separation anxiety now from that, and oh boy. Justin says, after that, Legend and I might slow down because we are so tired. That's so valid. That is so heckin' valid. Jay says, kden Live tutorials exist. When I get my new computer, I might make one. Heck yeah. I've been working on some tutorials of myself. Okay, I think I'm ready to share the screen with you guys again. So we have kden Live tutorials. We have a full thing.
I gotta post something, Rocco.
That's a really...
Got something, Rocco.
I will say Adobe has the best advertisements, in my opinion. They're very good at their advertisements.
Hey guys, welcome to this first video in a series of tutorials teaching how to use kden Live. So kden Live has been my go-to video editor for a long time now.
PJ
I really love this software.
free?
It's really fairly simple to use.
7 years ago, okay.
And I would say it's pretty stable and reliable. I've used it under Linux for the most part, and I'm just now starting to use it in Windows. So I'm running Windows 10 right now.
Okay, so that's cool. He's using Windows 10, which is probably the most common one. Cut and shorten videos, the interface, remove, cut, copy. Okay. So a lot of these are standard ones that I did figure out when I was making my video. I still don't know why it was why it didn't let me access it afterwards. I think probably because I did some organization of storage and stuff, and that probably messed it up a bit. So it's probably on me. I'm sure if I uninstall and reinstall it might do better. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's look at chroma key and green screen.
Welcome back to another video editing tutorial using the free software kden Live. In this video, we're going to be using kden Live to do the green screen chroma key effect. So we'll take a blue background or a green background screen and make it transparent and overlay it over top of another video.
I will say I very much value, not only has this person created a very clear structure, kden Live is first in the title. So that's showing you what it's relevant for, which is obviously really important for this because I'm looking for tutorial. And I'll bet you in the description, tutorial is in like the tags or something. Where is it? Usually there's tags in here. Dang. Okay. It's just that good that it did that. Okay. But I really love how he describes what it is and talks about that and describes what it is really succinctly. That's in 20 seconds. That's really effective content. How to get free stuff. I love Pixabay. Pixabay is great. Download it. That's great. I love that he talks about how to download it. And then, oh, he actually talks about how to add it there.
That's why I've used in the past. So I'm going to go to my downloads folder. Actually, we'll do this beach one we've been using. It's kind of fun.
Okay.
Green screen with the butterfly. So we take our
figure that out.
Whatever we want to have be our background video or image, and then our green screen we want to do on top of it.
Yep. Pretty standard so far.
The end of this beach scene and resize it down to the length of this video clip of the butterfly. Perfect. So now I'll zoom in even more on the timeline so we can really get a good idea for what's happening here.
All right.
Perfect. So now if we play this, it just shows the butterfly against a green screen. But underneath it's playing the video of the beach, the coastline. We just can't see it because the green screen is filling up the whole screen.
Yeah.
So we need to make that
interesting.
We use the chroma key. So we can just start typing in. Might be our color, huh? Chroma hold. But just type in,
okay, so you can Google it. I'm using that term like Kleenex. It's tissues, but you know, anybody can.
So right now it's saying what is the color? It's saying it's blue right now. We can try and like set it to green, but it's not really going to work. We need to choose the exact color. So to do that, we use this color picker and we click pick a color.
Okay.
On the color we want, and instantly it goes to full green.
Dude, that's a lot more effective than DaVinci. If I wanted to do that in DaVinci, there's this whole process I have to do and kind of like color over it. I'll show you guys really quickly. Okay, so if we do Untitled Project and we import media from editing faves and we throw in, hello. Okay, I just heard a random sound and it's not relevant for me. Pulling back the curtains, change. So you can do this. You go to edit. You go here, you go to the color wheel, and then go to the part where there's green, and then, let's see, you go to 3D, go to switch it, and you go to 3D here, and you just start, oh, hold up, I did that wrong. You just start drawing over all of the green to show that you want to get rid of the green, and you'll see, down here it pops up in green. That's the color variety, I guess, that you can choose from. And then I think you add an alpha output, you connect the blue to the blue, and then that does that, but then there's still like that green there, so then you have to clean up the black and the white, and then it's really fuzzy, but then you get this really clean effect in the end that when you add it to something else, let's say belly bump chicken costumes, right? This is a really stupid video that I found for one of my AI rant videos. Here we go. It's for fun, let's throw in some music as well. So, music, acoustic light loop. I love that one. It's really nice for my narration videos. All right, let's go. See how it's really clean and it just has that shadow? That was like 8 different steps, and in Kdenlive that was really efficient. So I value that about Kdenlive. That's really cool. Let's see. It's a very straightforward tutorial, and let's check the rest of the channel. How many things? We do other things. Let's just go to playlists. That's a bit overwhelming, but you know, we found it already, so that's really cool. So if I wanted to, I could totally, I could see myself bringing it up to a C. Oh wait, it already was in a C. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B. If you know how to do it, it's worth it, I'll say. It's got its value. We'll give it a B. Jace says first try getting the software to open it all, get used to the UI, and then maybe you can stream making a video with it if you want. That was going to be this video because I had successfully started on a video in Kdenlive, and I was going to rate it as a C anyways because I didn't like the UI, but I was going to try and move it up to a B, but because I know that I am quite biased if I can't really like trust the way that it goes. But then it just didn't open and it was really funny. So it stayed there for a while. Clipchamps, there's a lot of clipchamp tutorials. There's a whole Microsoft clipchamp channel. But this is all just advertisements. They're not actually like strategies. This doesn't add any value to it. It's straightforward anyways. CapCut. This guy looks trustworthy. He also looks trustworthy enough to copyright me for reviewing and reacting to the video. So, interface, timeline, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the actual software itself is a little different than the website. It seems to be similar to... Stop zooming in on your face, sir! This is a good tutorial for basic editing stuff if you don't know what that's about. Color correction and filters has the least amount. That's really interesting. And it has all of that like pro stuff. So I think he has the pro as well, which sucks because you really want this to be for beginners. DaVinci, I have found... Where was it? Was it this? Yeah, this guy. This guy, Casey Ferris, made the most comprehensive long video for literally just the entire thing. It is 5 hours, and you can use the chapters to go through it, but you can just like scrub through the timeline and look at what looks like what you want, and that's how I figured out how to do stuff. And then you can also DaVinci tutorial green screen, and then Casey Ferris has a specific video on that as well. So that first video that we looked at is like the compilation of all of those videos on his channel, and then you can also narrow it down and search for them by keywords and stuff. So yeah, that's why I rated it like that. I forget how we got back on that tangent. Clipchamp is good too. It is, but it's linked specifically to Microsoft, and I have beef with Microsoft, so that's why it's in the F tier. Legend says, I see my video to the right. Yeah, you keep on getting recommended to me, and I have autoplay on, so I'll watch one thing, get distracted, leave my computer, come back, and then I'll just have you playing Minecraft. And I'm like, wow, I got jump scared by Legend. The suggestions. Yeah. So YouTube suggestions are based off of what you spend the most time watching, and you have longer videos, and I've watched your videos as soon as they come out most of the time. So it's like, oh my gosh, you really love Legend of Seats. You should watch more Legend of Seats content. Yeah. Jay says, me too. That's why I'm switching to Linux. Yep. All right. I think I promised you guys some content creator chatting. And I want to talk about, hypothetically, just hypothetically, if I were to become a Minecraft content creator, what would I do? How would I do it? And how would I figure out the whole shabam of titles, thumbnails, content ideas? How would I figure out the structure of a video? How would I do an intro and outro? How would I just brand a Minecraft content channel on YouTube? And you can also kind of use some of the strategy for live streams if you want to do it on like Twitch or like I'm doing here on YouTube. I'm creating content in this live stream so I can hang out with you guys and nerd about what I care about right now. But then I'm also going to go download this live stream and then cut it into chunks. So the first video I'm going to take from this live stream is the rating the different video editors, and I'm going to put it on my content creation channel that I am slowly but surely creating content for, right? And then the next one, I'm going to make a how I would become a Minecraft YouTuber. Stuff like that. Excuse me. So, all right. Yeah, so to finish that thought, because I finished it in my head, but it didn't actually come out of my mouth. When you stream this sort of content, you can cut it down into videos later and upload it, and then you get a stream and multiple videos out of that, and then from those videos you can cut it into little shorts and clip the memorable moments, and you get a bunch of shorts content out of that, and it's a really productive way to do content creation. That's what I advise my students when I tutor people how to create content for something that you're really interested in. I do recommend making things as efficient as possible, making things work for you, because most people don't have hours on end to dedicate to content creation. You want to. A lot of people have the desire and motivation to do that. A lot of people have the self-discipline even to do that, but not a lot of people have the time to do that or the energy to do that. And so trying to help people make the most of their time. That's what I find myself doing a lot of times when I tutor people with content creation and stuff. I've done it. I did a full class a couple years ago with this one family, and it was really cool because there were 3 people in that class, and they all had such different ideas of how they wanted to use the skills I was teaching them. One of them just wanted to learn like the basics to become more familiar with computers and stuff. One of them wanted to learn like short style content, like for TikTok and Instagram reels and YouTube shorts, to advertise their writing and to explore their creativity. And one of them just wanted to learn how to make memes and to do very basic video recordings and renders of just a really simple video and upload and figure out file management and stuff like that. And I was able to work with that family, and it was really, really fun and cool, and I loved it so much. And then the latest one, we're still figuring out what to do and when we're gonna do it, but we had started to create like a content map, and that is probably where I would start with advice. If I wanted somebody to if I were to advise somebody starting a new channel, I would start in Canva, because that's where I start everything. We're gonna do Minecraft gaming channel And we're going to just start creating a brand for this. This is step one, figure out what your aesthetic is. So with Minecraft, I'm thinking blocky, but you don't actually want to start with just like, oh, Minecraft blocky, right? You can, but what I like to do is to go to Pinterest. Something in my eye. Oh! And then we're going to go to Minecraft channels. And we're going to look at all of these banner YouTube. We're going to look at all of these ideas. And we see that some people have really cutesy stuff like this. Oh, we can't do that. Some people have kind of like pixelated mystery, like sky vibes. That's really cool. You can do like straight up, oh no, not Michael's. You can do a bunch of different things, right? And you just gotta figure out your aesthetic. And you can do that by looking at Minecraft channels or just Minecraft builds. What are you gonna do in Minecraft? What do you want to do? What kind of aesthetic do you want? So you can do ideas, you can do cute blueprints, ideas, whimsical, medieval. Pinterest is modeled for my taste, and I really like whimsical, cute, fantasy, fairy core stuff. But if I keep on scrolling, you'll see like you can get Japanese. That's also in my. I also like Japanese style stuff. But let's say we do, instead of that, let's get rid of the Japanese tag and throw in modern. Let's say you want to build modern, and that's a whole aesthetic. And so you can start looking at different aesthetics, and I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna just go to I'm gonna go pixel fantasy and like fairy core. And I really like this mushroom. So we're going to open this and we're going to copy the image. And we're going to create just like an inspiration board of Minecraft. Things that I want to do or create or try or emulate in Minecraft. And this is one thing if you're like a builder or something. And I can't do any of this at all. Like, I am not a good builder in the slightest in Minecraft. But it's good to be inspired and have something to work after. And I'm basically just getting a bunch of different mushrooms. So we're going to click one of the suggestions and try something else. Ooh, I really like the swirly patterns on this nether portal. That's really cool. Let's copy that image. I really like the geode vibe here. And I promise you this is all intentional and applicable, even if you cannot build for the life of you. Even if you're just going to do like the lamest video ever, which I'm sure it won't be because you would be creating it, and that has intrinsic value in and of itself. I love the storytelling of this face. I love the colors and I love the aesthetics here. I love this. Mr. Conductor Bro says, I understand your perspective. Yeah. I still need to get you that loose edit because clipchamp did not end up working. We will get a loose edit soon, I promise. I like this. This one, oh my gosh, that's a lot. I imagine this was used with AI. Yeah, I think this is AI. That or that new thing. Some people use it to do crazy new builds. Okay, so now that we have this, the next step is to create a color palette. And this is going to be part of your branding. So we're going to just hit R a couple of times to create a bunch of these. I'm going to just paste a bunch of them, okay? And these are going to be our color palettes. So I'm going to select all of these. We're going to right click it and space evenly. We're just going to tidy them up. And then we're going to make them really small because we don't actually need a lot of space. We just need enough to do little, to just see it, you know? Jay says, oh wait, I need to try working on an edit for the second channel soon. It'll be happy this time though, I'm serious. Sure it will. Okay, so we're going to click on one of those squares. We're going to click on this circle of the color. We're going to add a new color, but we're actually going to just pick a color. And we're going to pick one of these. So I'm going to pick this really nice, rich purple color. And then for this one, I'm going to pick that really nice beige color right here. I'm going to pick one of the darker colors over here. And then I'm noticing I really like this light pink here. So that's part of kind of this aesthetic. I like the vibe of this, but not really any of the colors. And I really like the blues and the greens over here. So we're going to take this teal and we're going to take, do we have any good green pixels here? We have some nice gray ones. We'll take a gray. We need a nice gray. Let's do some green over here, shall we? This is blue and pink. I suppose this counts. And then let's do, we have a dark color that can function as a black. Let's do a nice light color. Can we find a nice light color? This one or this one? I think I like this one better because I like a good light color. Okay, with that, we have color picked different colors from the pictures from Pinterest that just stood out to us most. And we're going to create that. That's going to become our color palette. So these are all going to be in the background. This is a really simple way to create a color palette. You can also, if you already have an idea of what you want your channel to look like and stuff, you can create a color palette off of your favorite color and then do, oh, what is it? Brand, I think. And then see all. Let me see. You should also be able to do color palettes with green. And then you'll get a bunch of these. So we can also, this one and this one are really similar to what I just created. And that's another way to make it a little more cohesive than this. Because this is a bunch of random colors. We pick the ones we like and we go and we find a color palette off of that. So far this is really low effort. No AI so far on my part. I'm gonna take this one. I do kind of want this one, but we're gonna go with this one. This is gonna be our aesthetic. From these colors, we found this color palette. And now we have to ask ourselves, what kind of vibe do we want to emulate when we are creating content? Ooh, you're creating another edit of Ivy from Carmen Sandiego, and you got a Rain Whisper skin in Minecraft? Nice. All right, so if you are like me, this color palette and background does not match this font. So we're going to go to Anton, and we are going to go with soft. See if this looks cuter. That's not readable. So let's go condense soft. This is fun. It has potential. Let's try waffle soft. That's a little, it has potential. I might keep it. I'm going to see cloud soft. Interesting. Soft ice cream. Ooh. Waffle soft and soft ice cream are like different versions of the same font. So we're going to duplicate this. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Duplicate this, and then waffle soft. So now we have 2 font options to play with. Let's get out of the brands. We're creating a new brand. We don't need to look at other brands. Let's do, ooh. Let me come over here real quick. We're going to go to YouTube. Not YouTube to transcript. That's a different thing. YouTube.com. And we're going to go... We're going to Google Minecraft. And let's say I want to do a Let's Play. I really like Let's Plays. I don't know enough about Minecraft to actually do like a challenge series. I'm not good enough with Minecraft to do like a speed run. I really just like to do a Let's Play. And I'm going to look at it. So we have a bunch of different options. And I'm going to look through them. So this one is really simplistic. You'll see it's just a screenshot with a really small 1 in the corner to show that it's episode 1. This one is a little more extra. You'll see it's from a channel I like because I've actually watched it. You'll see it's hardcore Minecraft. So we've got Minecraft hardcore up here and then also in the corner over here. So that's helpful. We've got an advertisement. Screw that. We have the same structure here. Hardcore heart, a 1, and Minecraft hardcore. Same thing here. Gemini Tay is going to come up a lot because I really like Gemini Tay. But here we have Impala 100 and we have a survival Let's Play series where we have probably the first build, the chest room, and then we have an overlay from there with a 1 in the corner, and then Minecraft survival. So I really am seeing a theme where we have Minecraft, just that text, and then the type of thing, so it's survival, and then you can add a little detail. So is it your forever world? Is it a hardcore world? Are we trying to start again? Hardcore again, hardcore again. 5,000 days in hardcore Minecraft. This is interesting. This is different. I'm not actually interested in pressing this thumbnail, so I don't want to emulate it, but apparently 2.6 million people did. Here we have 100 days, and I remember really being interested in this because it was different, because we had the little cartoons, but it was recognizable. You'll see we have a screenshot from the actual video in the background with some fun visuals in the front, so if you're an artist you can do that. What really catches my eye is this one from Allison. We've got Fall Asleep While I Start a New Minecraft World. We've got emojis. We've got Long Play with Commentary episode 1. It's a smaller channel. It's not as successful as some of these, but I really like it. And that's kind of what I want to emulate here. So I'm going to take a screenshot actually. And this is going to be inspiration for me. We're going to do this, and this is going to inspire me. I don't get why Mumbo is so big in here. That's really interesting. What I'm seeing here is that if you just take a screenshot from a random Minecraft thing, it kind of shows you don't care much about it. You don't want to commit to a whole series about it, maybe. So I'm less likely to click on that as a Minecraft viewer than I would maybe a 500 Days Full Movie. That's really fascinating to me. So I'm just gonna randomly, as I scroll through these thumbnails, go, you know, that's interesting, that's intriguing. Maybe I know, maybe I don't know, but whatever catches my eye, I am going to save and we'll use it to study later. I really like this for some reason. I don't know why. We'll figure it out later. Because you don't have to know everything. You just have to realize what you like and try to emulate it. Try to copy it in some way. I realized I haven't been able to see chat for a hot second. Just says, I wanted a Blue Jay one, but I didn't like any of the ones I found. Oh no. Maybe you could find a way to make it yourself at some point. I don't know. That's disappointing. I like how simple this one is. I like how you can see the character. That's compelling. And I like the arrow, I think. So just little things. And this is going to be my inspiration board. This is going to be kind of how I think about things. So again, this is what got us the beginning idea of our inspiration, what we like, what we want to try in Minecraft. And then we got a color palette from there. And then we started looking at other people's content. And we're just going to rip it off and then slightly adjust it. All right. So we are going to add another page. And we're going to take one of these that we think is doable. I'm going to take the Forever World one. That's really compelling to me. And we are going to blast it up and we're going to annotate this and we're going to figure out why we like it. Okay, first off, I love how soft it is. I like the text. So I don't know if I want to use the same text, but if I do, I'm going to try and find a font that looks really similar. So it's really handwritten. So I'm going to try and go for handwriting. And maybe go playwright. That's too fancy. Finger paint. It's a little too sketchy. That's too cursive. This is too rough. Providence Sands. This is close. It's not soft enough, I feel. I like cupcakes, but I can do better. I know it. Coming soon is closer, but not quite. Louisville is hitting. I like Louisville. I'm also going to try... No, I like Louisville better. Architect's Daughter. That's close. I like Architect's Daughter goes lowercase as well. Ooh, what about Over the Rainbow? Okay, so if we do Forever World, I'm thinking this was handwritten in some sort of editing thing. So I think this is maybe IBS, irritable bowel syndrome paint. Yeah, you just go to irritable bowel syndrome and you can just draw in that and it'll create a really great thumbnail for you. No, if you go to IBIS paint, you should be able to do some of this art, but I really, really value simplicity. So we're going to try and create something like this. Give you glory, maybe. It doesn't have to be exactly. This is similar. Okay, this is very similar. The font in the original thumbnail looks really nice. Yeah, I think somebody wrote it. I think they did it themselves. Sunday, best, this. I'm going to do, I think it's either Shadows or Pacific Northwest rough for the most similar. Did I say Sunday, I think? Or Shadows into Light? Shadows into Light, yeah. And then... let's look at any of the others. Good Friend. Ooh, this is also good. Okay. So there are a bunch of them. You can spend a lot of time. You can also look it up and, like, you should be able to use the Google Images thing. this, and then just paste that in there. Hello. Okay, it doesn't want to work. Come on. Copy. Paste. It's not working, but you can just copy and paste something that you took a screenshot of, and look for the font that way if you want. We have a character, so we need a way to look at the character. Let me check that real quick. Actually, let me let you guys look at that, and then how to pose Minecraft skin. Nova skin. Minecraft render. Let's try this. This looks cool. Okay. So. Okay, and then, ooh. Okay, reset all. New pose. Let's do the body. Let's do an angle. Let's add a, I don't know, melon. Let's move the arm. Let's move the melon. Oh, not the head like that. That was possession. That was possession. Can we move the arm or the melon at all? Fascinating. I think we can only do one. That's fine. But you can adjust it. You can get like your favorite pose. Let's just copy this one. One arm out. Not even holding anything. Reset. Reset. Let's pretend like we're waving or just pointing. We don't want to do a hail. Let's not do hail. Okay, and then let's get rid of the item. You can do a custom item apparently. Let's reset all. Let's do a new pose. Why do we still have the freaking apple? Oh, none. There we go. Okay. So we just reset, reset, reset. Reset. Copy. Okay. I think it's something like that. And then like that. And then save pose. I don't know what AI name. It's AI forced, but, you know, it's helpful. I think I dislocated the elbow. That's a little concerning, but we'll do that. Let's sign in. Let's see. Mick render. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure that's fine to show. I'm really doing a bad job hiding my identity at this point. Neurodivergent Lily. Okay. So renders left this month. You got 3, which is fine. So let's just do, I don't know, let's just do this. Private, published, drafts, whatever. We should have it available if we upload files, downloads. Okay, I don't actually know how to find that. But you don't have to have your character. You can just go to Minecraft and take a screenshot. I just realized we've not had music this entire time. That's so sad. Guys. Nobody told me. Nobody told me about this thing that I totally should have kept track of. Don't save that. I mean, while Minecraft loads, I can show you my thumbnails. I like having so this is actually a random picture of my room that I took a picture of. And then I have random references. So I do a lot of editing review videos, and it's really exhausting to get all of these. So I'm just going to copy and paste these into my references after the stream. And then I just have a bunch of pictures of me. So I can just duplicate this page, get rid of the left visuals. Now we have this background. We're going to upload. Let me see chat. Infinity is here. Hello. Might be good to clip that part out. Yeah. We're going to go to uploads. And we're going to see, let's say I'm going to do a fun gaming stream. So we're just going to upload that picture. We're going to click on this one. We're going to copy the style, apply it here. I've also given plenty of people IRL a chance to distance themselves from me if they don't want to be doxxed themselves. And then we're doing this. And then you just move me over. And then I have a visual of some sort. So I'm gonna win. I don't know. That's like a really silly thing. And then that's not like loud enough. So I'm gonna uppercase it. Bam. Don't like that color? That's fine. Let's do pink. Don't like that color? That's fine. Do yellow. Something like that. And then it's really consistent across all of my live streams. We have live stream to show the difference between this and like a standard video. This is tomorrow's live stream, by the way. If you want to come in tomorrow morning, I will be streaming and doing some of my homework and being productive in that way. Couldn't decide between this one or this one, so I did both of them. I decided on this one because it was more, I don't know, it gave a better emotion. We have this one, Play Games With Me. That's another variation of this thing. But you can see how I changed it from I'm gonna win, this is kind of excited, competitive vibes. And then you come down here and I'm just inviting you, play games with me. So you want the visuals and your text to tell the same story. And then these are just, once I've created one, I have them. So like Calm and Cozy Study Sesh, we have Locked In, My Dream Job. I'm really proud of this one because I added some extra fun things. We've got this one. I didn't actually create a thumbnail for this one because we went off script. So I just recorded myself after the stream, got this little picture, and then I held up the images that I did, added this text, and that was that thumbnail for that stream. And this is where I clipped that from. I just took this. I don't know how to show you the original, but basically I cropped it so that there was no background, and then I adjusted it so that it was tilted. Infinity says, I S-ranked every level of Just Shapes and Beats. Heck yeah. You go, buddy. This was my original background. It was really lame, and I really like how the aesthetic background looks now. What facial expression best it conveys there will be no survivors for multiplayer? Really easy. this one and then just add red eye. There we go. So this one, we're just gonna have to crop to manually fit the eye. There we go. Make it a little smaller. And then let's do malicious. Let's see what it has for graphics in malicious. Ooh, we could do horns. Oh, I love my spelling of malicious there. Horns. There we go. So instead of headphones, I might bring my picture down a bit so you can see the horns. And then make it a little smaller so it fits on my head a little better. Make it so it covers my eyes a little more naturally. You want it to be really unnatural, but still fit the shapes and stuff, you know? You don't want to show that you're just hiding the humanity. We can even throw in some other... I think the white eyes would do better, actually. Yeah, like Herobrine. And then there will be no survivors. And in fact, we could brand this to be hashtag No Survivor Sunday. And then that yellow is too bright and happy, so let's do a nice red. And instead of the black outline, let's do a... let's do another red. It's either white. I like the white. There we go. So I would say this is the best one for conveying there will be no survivors for multiplayer. And then you kind of understand, like, no survivor, you know, you're competing against people, right? So that's how I would do that thumbnail. Any other suggestions, guys? Any other suggestions? I think Minecraft is loaded by this point. Yes, it has. All right. We're gonna go single player. We're gonna do celebrate good times. Come on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pretend. What about there will be no survivors for cooperative multiplayer? I'm not sure what the difference is, buddy. So let's just really quickly make like a little house. I should probably eat something in game at some point, but that's fine. So you just build, you create the video like you would any other video, right? You do whatever you want. Alright, so we do this. We have a bit of a boxy outline, which is perfect, because now we can... Let's just pretend that we already collected a bunch of wood. Millie McBug, Minecraft, oak, wood. Whoops. Okay, we're just gonna game mode creative real quick. And we are going to get a bunch of oak wood. And we're going to make a really simple thing real quick just for the sake of creating. Game mode survival. Yay, Minecraft! Yeah! Okay. I definitely need to eat something. Give million bug Minecraft steak beef cooked beef 20. There we go. I'll just eat that so that we can create this. Cooperative multiplayer means all the players are on the same side, such as in Deep Rock Galactic. Interesting. Let's just do this real quick. We want some layers in here. So I actually want this. I know how to play Minecraft. But again, this wouldn't be extra energy. This would be just filming the video, creating the content for the video, right? And then you get through your video. Let's do... I don't actually know how to build in Minecraft. I just know that you do depth. You try to layer things. Let's try to go for this, and then maybe one of these again. And then... broskies, I don't know. You create content. Step 1. Where is this? So then we did this. That's too tall. You create a build of some sort, okay? Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You just create a build. You make it look good from at least one angle. You find your perfect spot. That's not how to do it. I should have just done a creative world. Create a new world. Creative. Create a new world. Ideal Minecraft base is a giant war machine with functional weapons. Good for you, buddy. That's not gonna work for me. Okay, let's say you spawn here. Okay? You go, oh, this is a cute little spot. Let's go. Let's see, you'd have a lot of spruce here. Probably spruce door. This. Maybe some trapdoors. And then a step. Let's do that. And then let's say... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I don't know how to build in Minecraft, you guys. This is why I don't have a Minecraft channel. I'd want to be a builder, and I wouldn't have the foggiest clue how. Okay, that looks horrifying. That's fine. Let's do strip spruce log. I'm sure that's fine. This is really expensive on wood. It's fine. Towering into the sky like antennas to heaven. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like you, buddy. Alright, there we go. Okay. So we've got this. We're gonna do... I'm trying to find the wood. Oh, it's right there. Duh. There we go. So we create a little hole in the wall. Quite literally. Let's do this, and then let's do some basic, we're gonna get a crafting table. Ooh, crafter. We're gonna get a furnace, because these are like the basic shenanigans you get. We're gonna get a bed, even though I almost never have a bed after the first, until like 3 years into it. Really bad about getting beds. And then we're gonna just do like little crafting area, do a little bed, and we're gonna do maybe a spruce fence with a chair. I don't know. There we go. Get some nice flooring, wood stuff in. Nice roof. Oh, we need light. Torch. We need a torch. And then I'm actually gonna put the bed over here. And then... Ooh, we need a chest. Who doesn't have a chest after their first day? So, let's maybe do a little chest here, and then that bed. And then just for fun, let's say we put the effort into making a fancy colored bed. I would say red is the easiest one. And then we got some empty space here. So let's do like... I don't know. I feel like we need something. Oh, we could do a picture of this, and then this, and then take an F5, and then try to find an angle that you're okay with. And we're going to get rid of the thing in my hand. to find an angle that you like that allows you to do it. And you might have to change your FOV. Video settings. It's so chaos now. What happened? I have no clue where FOV turned. Control. I used to be able to just, like, toggle what it would look like. Zoom in and out on what I have. That's so weird. Okay, that's fine. So you might do this. And then I think if you hit F11, you go like that. F10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, no, not 5. 4, 3, not 3, 2. F2. Save the screenshot. F1 to get rid of chat. And then F2 to save screenshots. Legend says Justin said we could have a build off. Heck yeah. Okay, back to game. You press F1 to get back to that. F5 to get back to this. Oh, F11 to get your screen back out of that. We'll save and quit to title. And then we can go back to our original thing. And we're just gonna use that screenshot. Okay. So. Slight problem. I don't actually know where the screenshots are. So I'm gonna have to go digging for a second. SPC screenshots. Pictures, screenshots. Yeah. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. No! Have I lost it? Have I lost it? This sucks. Pictures. Camera roll. Maybe it's in camera roll. Nope. Pictures. Nope. That's fine. So cool if we collabed in Minecraft one day. Heck yeah. Jay says, good news. I might try to record a cover soon. Bad news. It will be an angsty song. Of course it is. Can't wait to get into Creative World and Minecraft. Heck yeah. Once I beat Minecraft, I'm going to start building a lot of different worlds and maybe take requests. Heck yeah. Okay, we're going to go back to that new world. I'm going to show you a different way to do it so that I can actually find it. Okay, we're going to go back to F5 mode. We're going to do that same angle, except we're going to hit T and then F1. Hello? No. Okay, maybe F1 first and then T. Now I can move my mouse around, so I can use the snipping tool to take a screenshot of this. Now, we would ideally like it if I could just, you know, take a screenshot, find the screenshot, and use that, but it's not going to work that way, unfortunately, so we're going to do it the boring way. We're going to make it so that you can zoom in on me and the build. All right. And then I would actually like to make my character a little bigger, but we'll keep this. It's not going to be perfect. That's fine. What are we referencing? Forever World. We like having this. Let's say we want to emphasize the cozy. So let's use this. Let's look at some of the other references. Okay. Let's make it a little bigger. So this is simple, but not what I'm looking for. This is cute, but again, not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna be honest, I just want to imitate Gemini Tay. I really like Gemini Tay's style. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna look up, again, we have mcrender.net/studio if anybody wants that. Okay, we're gonna go, what was he doing? Minecraft logo. We're gonna take this. If you have those squares, you know it's going to be transparent, which is great. I'm gonna use this. And I'm gonna use this as a reference. So we're gonna put this. We're actually quite busy over here. So I'm gonna put it on the left and make it different. Minecraft. And then we're gonna do the fancy phrasing. We're gonna make it a little, oh, we can't make it taller. That's okay. We're gonna do some of the fun little annotations. So we want to keep it off to the right or the left, either way. And then let's make this pale green, or let's choose the beige from here. So let's create an R. That's a rectangle. And then you can change the color to, actually, let's do the pink. I know I want to do the beige, but I think I want to do pink. And then we can use that pink here. No, I like the beige. I think white. White. Just play around with how it looks. And then a cozy new start. And again, I think that's good. We just need a nice little 1. Jay says, oh wait. I'm not gonna wait, but I am listening. We're gonna do heart. I want some cute aesthetic hearts. We're gonna make it a nice blue. Pops really well. Ooh, we can do a cozy new start over here. And then just some hearts. And then maybe some stars. Did you hear about trans mask main protagonist in one of the new PJO spin-off books? I did. That's so cool. Leave it to Uncle Rick to do the representation. We're gonna do just some random graphics here and there. We're gonna do cute graphics, see if that does anything. These are adorable, but not the vibe I'm going for. So we're gonna go back to our inspiration and see what we have. We have little stars. We have it in basically the same color palette across. So let's do just like slightly softer pink. I really like pink, okay? Okay, we do this and then we apply that color to everything. That makes it a little more cohesive. And then I would want to put a bigger version of my character. So you could just, to alternate this, I'm not going to open Minecraft again, but you could just have your character looking in at this angle, and I would recommend framing it a bit. So we have this little piece, I'll move that really quick. So we have this piece and this overhang piece kind of framing it, and then we have a character kind of in front or in the middle, you know, creating a foreground, and then we have a background. And that's kind of like the basics of how photography work is you want to create depth and a story with what you're doing. And then we could do this. So the only thing is this is really empty. Again, I would want to have a character that makes up this whole thing, maybe bring the Minecraft down just a little bit. And then let's just do episode 1. And do it right in the corner. Maybe that could be... We don't want to do anything over here because, as you can see, it's going to be covered up by stuff. So I'm going to do it up here like everybody else has. Maybe balance it with some graphics over here. Remember, it doesn't have to be an actual thing. Sometimes it's just the graphics that you choose that make it cute. I don't know, you want to make sure that it's all like in-game or very clearly like graphic vibes, like hand-drawn, not trying to put it in universe or whatever. So like if I added one of these things like a bow, it would have to be like on my character. If I added an axolotl, then you would want to have an axolotl in your actual video, like you went and got an axolotl. If you had an otter, you would have a mod pack in Minecraft about otters, or you would build an otter, or you would want to have something in your content. You would want to have something, just make sure that whatever you put in your thumbnail is actually built in your video. I hope the representation of the trans mask main protagonist in the PJO spin-off books is as good as Alex Fierro's was. I'm sure it will be. I have high hopes. Alright. So this, I would say, is how I would create a content thing. That would be my thumbnail thing. And then let's say I create things and I create a Minecraft farm. Let's say I just steal somebody's farms. Let's say I create this one. Then I just duplicate this page and I replace it with this image. Position it to the back. We are going to edit this so that it's more consistent, because I have kind of a darker vibe. So we're going to make it a little moodier, increase the yeah, definitely increase the contrast, increase the shadows. We're going to increase the vibrance and saturation just a little bit. And I can't really control the quality of this, so I'm going to do my best to make it clear. And then I'm noticing that this text style is not really clearly visible, so maybe outline it. That does a little bit. I really like echo though. With the black, what if I did an outline with black? That pops. That pops. So then, cozy farming. Episode. I don't know. Cozy farm life. I don't know. And then I would also look up Minecraft Let's Play farm. Spent 100 days building a farm in Minecraft. I spent 100 days building the ultimate farm in Minecraft. Let's add cozy. Shamelessly steal and be inspired. So here we have that character on the right, some cute text. We've got some Minecraft bees, which make it really cute. We've got cozy survival. I really like this. I would take this. And this is really simple because you just look at a village and bam. You got cozy farmland. We could do that. Cozy farmland. Or I would think farming simulation or something. I don't know. Maybe vibes. This is where I would admit to utilizing ChatGPT or something. You can also just use any of the other AI tools, or you could get people to help you. But I recognize not a lot of people have as many things, and you might have a different vibe than other people. So just try to find a video that has the same premise. Expanding the farm. I started my cozy farming world in Minecraft. You know, building a cozy cottage farm. There we go. Building cozy cottage farm. That's a little much. What if I just do cozy cottage farm? And then that's it. We do a bigger heart so that it stands out. Heart. Let's do the 3 and then just make it the really bright pink thing. Maybe a little richer so that it stands out. It's more vibrant against everything. All right, and then we apply this to this so that it stands out. Let's say it's episode 2. Don't need it to be that big. And then we just keep the Minecraft. And then you can put your character here. So let's take this, background remover. It's almost 8:30 now. Yeah, I've just basically done a lot of content creation for not me. But also for me, because a good amount of this is kind of for me. I don't know. This is a way that you can get your character in-game, is you just use a background remover. You can send somebody who has a pro account in Canva and ask them to shoot you the copy. And then you can make it as big as you want. You can adjust things. I would also recommend just getting rid of Cozy Cottage. That way you can adjust where it falls text-wise. And then we're gonna edit Willow. We're gonna make her brighter and more contrasty. And we're going to bring the saturation up and the sharpness up. And then we're also going to add a drop shadow. And I remember how to do this. Kinda, sort of. Not really. Style? No. Apps. Photo effects. Image outliner. That doesn't work. Okay. Why do we have a blur? I don't understand that one. Oh, here we go. Drop shadow. Glow. Let's adjust this. Size. Color. Let's do the opposite of green, which is pink. And then let's do some sort of pink. Okay, let's do smaller size. And then let's do much more intensity. And then let's increase the blur, lower the size, and lower the intensity just a smidge. There we go. So now we have this character. I'm gonna just cut off the bottom third so that we can make Willow big. Position backwards so that Minecraft pops out. And then if I hadn't stolen this image, I would just make sure that I get a smaller one. But I would use this. And I would just keep this sort of... Let's use this. And pretend... So we got this, we got this. Let's just pretend that Willow isn't in the background. We could do that. And then every single episode after that has that. If I wanted to show that I'm streaming with my face, we could do the same thing very easily, but just upload a picture of one of my reaction pictures of myself. Because I have so many pictures of myself. Hello? Why do I have more pictures of... Okay. We're just gonna use this. We're gonna do a background. We're gonna flip it. We're gonna get rid of Willow. Sorry, Willow. And then just make sure that your facial expressions match it. And then we can also edit this to be a little brighter to contrast with the background. Lower the contrast so my shirt isn't just a black hole. Increase the vibrance to give my vampire face some color. And then increase the sharpness so it matches with that. That's probably what I would do to edit my face on here. And then you just take that and apply it to whatever you want. Obviously the face doesn't match, but you could do whatever you want. Alright. Once you do that, I would also consider coming up with a list of things that you want to do in the world. So, you want to build a cozy house. Cozy farm. You want to maybe explore the world. You want to, I don't know, mining. You want to go and get a pet. You want to get all the different wood types. Whatever. You create a list of that, and then you start looking up those terms in YouTube. So let's play. We did that for farm. Let's do house. Cozy. Now, let me see. Building the ultimate cozy base. Cozy medieval storage house, and it's all about building. Fall asleep while I start a new Minecraft world. That's for more chill stuff. If you just want to adventure, Birch Forest Adventures. So enter in the biome adventures with your name here. Stuff like that. So you can just research a lot of things that people are doing. I really like how she did this one. This is so cute. You have the type of Minecraft thing. You have the real life person doing it. Let's check out our video, actually. We've got it muted so we don't have to worry about this. Really like her aesthetic, so I'm going to subscribe so I can check it out later. We have the face cam up here. So it makes sense that her thumbnails would have her face in it because we're following through not only on her face in the beginning of the video, but then it's also in throughout the rest of it. So this is an example of your thumbnail coming true you would do this if you had a thumbnail, if you were recording with your face in there. And you would do this if maybe you wanted to focus more on your character. Either one would probably work. And then you'll see that this is a common thing. So all of her videos have a version of her reacting or interacting with the rest of the thumbnail. And then there is very consistent, like, anytime there is a Minecraft, you have the Minecraft here and then what kind of video it is. But she's interacting with the screenshot from the world. Here we have Hightail, which is very similar to Minecraft. We have the same exact thing, but it's really about like character creation in the first episode, I think. And so she's really excited about the character creation. So I would expect from this that we do a lot about character creation. And what is the first thing we see? We see her creating her character. So whenever you create a thumbnail, just keep in mind, what are you promising to the person? So in this one, you want to make sure that your content is all about a cozy cottage farm, and you start talking about the cottage farm. Hey guys, welcome back to this Minecraft video. Today, I've noticed a problem. Today, I want to create a cozy cottage farm, or I've noticed a problem. I keep on running out of hunger, and the obvious solution is to create a cozy cottage farm. So today, we're going to do just that, and then you go get your materials, you get distracted. But first, we have to, you know, do some chores, and you kill monsters on your property. I don't know. Here, I would have a video cam of myself. I would have a face cam of myself. And I really love the, like, cutting out the background, because that just makes it look a lot cleaner. Even if you have, like, a background in your video for the rest of it, it's just cleaner and it's more intriguing for your thumbnail. It's still telling the story because you know you are going to be a facial part of that. I feel like I've been talking and not including you guys enough. I'm sorry. But thank you for hanging out and just listening, and for participating throughout. I feel like we've still had a decent time. I also feel like a lot of people may be tired and maybe not as chatty perhaps, and it's okay. And then episode 1, episode 2, just being consistent, and you can adjust things. Like, there's still cohesiveness even though you can see growth between these two. All right, so once you do that, I would edit a video and maybe have like a consistent intro, making sure that that's all there. But that's a whole other thing for another video. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining me. And back to the just chatting part. Mr. Conductor Bro says, you're welcome. Thanks for letting me join. Always. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm really glad that you got to hang out with your friend and watch the Owl House with them. Real quick, I promised you a loose edit. I did, and we're gonna do that. Jay says, it's been good to see y'all again. I agree. I really want to make an effort to include you guys more in my, I guess, my life and my content. I've been really... I told Justin and Legend this, but I didn't say it on YouTube streams. Watching them get into content creation and just being available and cheering them on and being there and watching them learn how to do it and being so excited about that has made me so hyped and like remember why I love doing this. And it's really reminded me that, like, I don't have to be flippin' perfect. I don't have to have good content. I don't have to have the most entertaining stream. I get to do things that are entertaining, and I get to make memories with you guys. And it's really special to me to spend time with you guys, because that's what this started out as, just a place for me to unmask. And a place for me to be a weirdo, and you guys found me. That sounds really weird, phrase like that, but we connected first of all over authenticity, not over my successful content creation or whatever. Like, it wasn't because I was the most successful person ever. It was because you guys cared, and I care about you guys, and I don't know, I want to want to include you guys more. So, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning, hopefully, assuming that I get home from the car place. I've been dealing with the IRS and taxes and stuff, and it's not been great. It has been a lot. I did taxes, and then I didn't put in my information correctly, so the IRS was like, hey, I'll give you a good faith, but you do have to do this. And I'm like, fair. So I did it again, and I had my dad's help, but it was during finals week, so it took a while. And just one thing led to another, and now I owe the IRS exactly $3.08, and every time I tried to contact them about it, they just hang up on me. And after I finally got in contact with them, before they hung up on me again, that was 2 nights ago, and then the very next morning, I woke up to a bunch of my brakes not working in my vehicle, so that's been interesting to manage. So I don't have proof, but the IRS may have cut my brakes because I didn't pay taxes correctly. Whoopsies. That's a quote. Jay says, "Welp, the song I want to cover has swearing in it. Still recording it. It's just that I've never recorded a song with that in it." You got it. Alright. I have pulled up the DaVinci Resolve thing. We're going to go back to that real quick. And I'm going to get that real quick loose edit. Real quick.
Can you please be quiet? You're scaring the Echo Mouse. And if he's not happy, I'll never make my way into Amity's heart. I mean, make a portal back home.
Alright, we're gonna do this, and then I don't actually have a song for this. I don't know that I want to, because it's so romantic, and I don't do romance. But I will do my best. Ah! What is this? Knock, knock, knocking on Hootie's door. Let's do... reaching out. That's a good one. And then... maybe... thanks to them, because there were some cute moments there. We'll try that. Len says, "We're so proud of you." I'm proud of you guys. Justice is dodging the IRS is a full-time job. Indeed it is. Alright. Let's do this.
It's nothing big. I just miss her. That's all.
What you need is a healthy distraction from your problems. Like breakfast.
Yeah, okay. I could go for a griffin egg.
Well, let us know.
I'm realizing that my audio is too quiet for this. Hold up. Can I just make that louder for you guys? No, it's the same no matter what. Yeah, so it's just really loud for me now.
They're holding the...
Alright, and turn off the music here so that we can edit. We're just gonna do a quick one. A quick little edit.
Tryouts in town.
Enter the brawl. I think Ida has this. I don't even want to join a coven anymore. And this thing is so embarrassing, I even tried disguising it. Yeah, I actually think Ida has the same outfit. Oh, the Bonesboro Brawl is the one cool thing my... And this thing using all is the coven. Well, hey, I'm here to help. You ditch the tryouts and enter the brawl. Well, hey.
Well, hey, I'm here to help. Let's do this.
It's fine. He came from, but he's learning more and more about himself every...
Blight.
Why is this dang her?
Notice how easy it was for me to find the exact clip that I wanted and scrub through that, and I didn't have to, like, you know, press a bunch of buttons and then get lost in the timeline because, you know, even though some of the buttons work differently, I can still manipulate it, and it centers on where this thing is, where your cursor is, because that's logical UI. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't like how long it took me to do the other stuff. Oh my gosh. All right.
Well, hey, I'm here.
Let's do this. Let's do this. No. We're making a Frankenstein edit, so we're gonna take a bunch of different clips.
Okay, everything is so... I'm not as cool as you think. Okay.
I'm not as cool as you think. I feel like that pairs really well.
Well, hey, I'm here to help. I'm alright. I've been wanting to ask you something for a while.
I don't know. I don't think the rest of this needs to be there.
Be quiet. You're scaring the Echo Mouse. And if he's not happy... Can you please be quiet? You're scaring the Echo Mouse. And if he's not happy, I'll never make my way into Amity's heart. I mean, make a portal back home. I'm not as cool as you think. Well, hey, I'm here to help.
Okay. I have a strategy.
Can you please be quiet? You're scaring the Echo Mouse. And if he's not happy, I'll never make my way into Amity's heart. I'm not as cool as you think. Well, hey, I'm here to help. You ditch the tryouts and enter the brawl. What?
There we go. Alternate ending. And then...
A Grimwalker?
Oh, you witch hunter. And since
Ooh.
I helped him meet the collector? Oh my gosh, Hunter.
feed
I don't know.
No, Jay. I'm just so happy you're home. We'll have time to talk later.
Yeah, but they're not. There we go. All right.
Can you please be quiet? You're scaring the Echo Mouse. And if he's not happy, I'll never make my way into Amity's heart. I'm not as cool as you think. Well, hey, I'm here to help. You ditch the tryouts and enter the brawl. What?
What if instead of the standard that we cut into the two of them doing cool stuff together as the cosplayers?
Alright, we'll keep the puzzle a secret till the time is right. And then we'll tell her about the Titan blood.
Okay. But I still want the music from that.
Did you hear that? Hey.
So we're gonna keep the music. We're just gonna get rid of the audio here. And then do a nice little transition, cross dissolve maybe?
What?
And then I'm thinking maybe fighting Belos Hunter? That's the Belos you've been fighting? Yeah. It's honestly a lot darker than you would think, this show. Alright, well, let's see how this looks.
Can you please be quiet?
Oh my gosh. There we go. And then I can just cut to, like, trauma. Cutting to trauma. That's not as cool. There's not as much Sag, which is disappointing to me. But we'll figure it out. It kind of turned into a hunter edit, but it's fine. And then we're just gonna cut to him jumping through. Just some fun. Just some funsies. Walking away from your brand new girlfriend. Oh, gotta cut that extra. Jay says, oh right, I need to listen to the new Noah Kahan album. That might be helpful, yeah. That has been out since last month. Almost there. All right. I'm happy with this silly little edit. It's the stupidest edit to ever exist, and that's good enough for me. Ah! Come on. Come on. We ready? Here is your Luz no sé the edit. Again, I didn't put a lot of effort into it, I'm sorry, but I did get an actual edit in. Let's go!
Can you please be quiet? You're scaring the Echo Mouse. And if he's not happy, I'll never make my way into Amity's heart.
I'm not as cool as you think.
Well, hey, I'm here to help. You ditch the tryouts and enter the brawl. What?
Alright, was that the best edit ever made in existence? Absolutely not. Did you get to see me practice some basic editing strategies? Yeah. Did I narrate any of that? No, I just kind of zoned out because I made a promise and then I went and fulfilled the promise, but that's kind of like what editing is for me. Just like I zone out and we end up seeing the results after many, many hours. But it's really easy to zone out and just lose track of time really easily. So, with that said, I'm actually going to log off. I'm not updating. I'm not... That's not going to save as an actual video. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sticking around this long. Oh my gosh, it is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard or Daylight Savings Time. I don't know. Wherever you are, whatever you're up to, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your waking hours, that you take care of yourselves, that you find balance in whatever you're doing. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. What time did I say that was gonna be tomorrow? Let's see. Content. Live. Justin has been cooking. He's been cooking! Alright, I think Bye! I set it for 9 a.m. and then we'll raid into Justin's... we're not going to raid into Justin's stream because he said that he's going to be busy. So we'll just do it at 9 a.m. I think I said 9 p.m. but it's going to be 9 a.m. tomorrow if you want to join me. I missed so much cooking because we didn't want to cooperate. Oh... I'm so sorry. Bye, guys. Bye, Jay. Goodbye. Ooh, you're having spaghetti, Legend. And Justin, heck yeah. Bye, Jay. Bye, Jay. Bye, Legend. Bye, Justin. Bye, everyone who joined. Thank you for hanging out. And goodbye. Let's bring that music back. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye!